Good morning, dear cadets. So we are in the reaction of alkyl halide with the metals. In the last video I taught you reaction of alkyl halide with the magnesium. So Grignard reagent is for, and what are the features of Grignard reagent, what is their importance in chemistry, how it reacts with the active hydrogen containing compound, everything I taught. Now absolute moisture free environment is needed to prepare this one, that also I have explained. Second one reaction is reaction of alkyl halide with the sodium. Okay, so this reaction is known as Bud's reaction. When alkyl halide react with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, then that reaction is known as Bud's reaction. And what is the product? Product is even number carbon containing alkane. Symmetrical alkane is the product. How the reaction is taking place. Last year also I taught this one. In case of method of preparation of alkanes. Okay. So just see Rx, that is the alkyl halide, to sodium. Actually you have to take two molecules of alkyl halide. So X and R here. So two molecules of this one, 2NaX will come out. Here take dry ether. What you have to take? Dry ether. Then what is the product here? R plus 2NaX. What is this one? This is alkane only. Alkane. Okay. Which kind of alkane? Symmetrical alkane. Okay. Now for in Bud's reaction, always remember, if these two molecules of XR should be similar. Okay, means if one side you are taking CH3Br, so the next side also you have to take CH3Br. Okay, this one and this one. Here what is there? This is dry ether. What is this one? Dry ether. So CH3 plus 2NaBr. What is the form here? Ethane. That contain two carbon atom. Okay. If you want, now just see here. You can take another example also. Suppose this side you have taken C2H5I plus 2Na plus IC2H5. Okay, and this side what is there? Dry ether. Then here what is the product? C2H5. Here also C2H5 plus 2NaI. So what is this one? This is butane. So how many carbon atom is there? 4 carbon atom is there. Okay. So just see, now there are certain limitations of this reaction. So what are the limitations of this reaction? Note down here. Limitations of this reaction. What are the limitations? Just see. Number one limitation. Only even carbon number containing alkane can be prepared. One thing. That is the first limitation. What is the second limitation? Second limitation is tertiary alkane cannot be prepared. Tertiary alkane cannot be prepared. Tertiary alkane cannot be prepared. Okay. Now we'll explain. Okay. Why only even carbon containing alkane can be prepared? Odd number carbon containing alkane cannot be prepared by this method. So if you see these two examples, so for the preparation of odd number, or unsymmetrical alkane, you have to take these two RX molecules differently, means different alkyl halide you have to take. For the preparation of symmetry, see, actually in Wood's reaction, this R and this R is combining, okay, they are making bond, okay. So if one side methyl you have taken, methyl bromide, other side you have taken ethyl bromide, then two carbon, ethyl is having two carbon atom, methyl is having one carbon atom, both will combine, and what they will do, they will form 3 carbon number containing alkane, okay. So okay, no problem, that is prepared, but try to understand, do you think that only one molecules of methyl bromide you will take and one molecules of ethyl bromide you will take? There would be millions of molecules of ethyl bromide and methyl bromide. So they will react with themselves, means ethyl bromide will react with another molecules of ethyl bromide. Similarly, methyl bromide will react with the other methyl bromide. So in addition to the propane, you will get the ethane also, you will get the butane also, means mixture of alkane you will have, and boiling point of alkane is very close, so their separation become difficult. So instead of getting individual alkane, you will get the mixture of alkane if you are taking different alkyl halide here, different alkyl halide, okay. And if you will take different alkyl halide, then only odd number can be prepared, but odd number can be prepared, that is no issue. But in addition to the odd number of alkane, you will get the another 2 alkane also, and all the alkanes will have close boiling point, so their separation become difficult. Okay, I will explain one by one. That is the first limitation, and this is the second limitation. Tertiary alkane cannot be prepared. For the preparation of tertiary alkane, what you have to take? You have to take tertiary alkyl halide, and tertiary alkyl halide that will undergo dehydrohalogenation. So alkene will be the product rather than alkane. Will tell you. Okay, so explanation of first limitation. What is the first limitation? This side it is written. Only even carbon number containing alkane can be prepared. Just suppose you want to prepare odd number alkane, then you have to take different alkyl halide. Okay, suppose here you have taken CH3Br, okay, plus 2Na, and this side also you have taken CH3Br only. Then what is there? This CH3 they will combine and they will prepare the ethane, that is even number carbon containing alkane. So for the preparation of odd number, you have to take here different alkyl halide. Here methyl bromide, here ethyl bromide. Now ethyl bromide can be written like that also. Just see. Okay, CH2 CH3. Okay, no problem. Now try to understand here. Here dry ether. So 2NaBr. So here what is there? CH3 CH2 CH3 plus 2NaBr. What is this one? You have got here propane containing odd number, containing odd carbon number alkane. Okay, you have prepared, no issue. Okay, just see, issue is there. Do you think that only one molecules of this one will be there? Methyl bromide, many molecules of methyl bromide would be there. So many molecules of methyl bromide, further they will react with themselves. CH3Br plus here what is there? 2Na plus Br, here what is there? CH3. So here what would be there? Take here dry ether. So 2NaBr. Here what are the product? CH3 plus 2NaBr. Okay. So now propane you have got, and here you have got ethane also. Okay, similarly this ethyl bromide will also react with another molecules of ethyl bromide. So just see, because in the mixture so many molecules of methyl bromide and so many molecules of ethyl bromide would be there. So here what is there? CH3 CH2 Br plus here what is there? 2Na plus Br. Here what is there? CH2, here CH3. So here what is there? 2NaBr. Here what is there? Dry ether. So what is the product here? Just see, CH3 CH2 CH2 CH3 plus 2NaBr. Here what you have got? N-butane. So just see, for the preparation of odd number of alkane, you have to take different molecules of alkyl halide. This is methyl bromide. Similarly, this is ethyl bromide. You have taken different alkyl halide. Okay, and because of taking different alkyl halide, you are not getting only one alkane. You are getting propane, you are getting ethane, you are getting N-butane. Since the mixture of alkane, here I am writing mixture of alkane is formed. Alkanes are formed. Mixture of alkanes are formed, and their boiling point is very, very close. Hence separation becomes difficult. Okay, that is why only for the preparation of symmetrical alkane this method is used. For the preparation of unsymmetrical alkane or odd carbon number containing alkane cannot be prepared, because individual alkane you cannot have. So now question arises here, can we form odd carbon number containing alkane also? So there is a one reaction, Core-House reaction. With the help of Core-House reaction, we can prepare odd number alkane also. Odd carbon containing alkane. Okay, odd carbon containing alkane. Okay, but this is not in your syllabus, just for the sake of name I told. Okay, remember this one also. Okay, so this is the explanation of first problem, why we cannot prepare unsymmetrical alkane by Wood's reaction. This is the explanation, because we will get the mixture of alkane and their boiling point is very close, so separation will become difficult. Now explanation of second one, tertiary alkane cannot be prepared. Why tertiary alkane cannot be prepared? For the preparation of tertiary alkane, you have to take tertiary alkyl halide, and you know tertiary alkyl halide undergoes dehydrohalogenation. Just a minute. Actually, tertiary haloalkane, let me write the structure and then will explain. Okay, so explanation of second limitation. What is the second limitation? Second limitation is tertiary alkane cannot be prepared. Okay, suppose you want to prepare tertiary alkane, then you have to take here tertiary alkyl halide, CH3, here Br, here what is there? 2Na plus here what is there? Br, here C, here what is there? CH3, here also CH3, here also CH3. Okay, so Br this one. Okay, now what is the product here? Just you add this one, C here, CH3, CH3, here CH3, here what is there, C, here CH3, here CH3, here also CH3. Okay, number it. What kind of alkane this one? 1 2 3 4 or 1 2 3 4 any side. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 means everywhere you will get the maximum carbon 4 only. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 only. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so it is better, sorry, 1 2 3 4. So what is the name of this one? 2 2 3 3 3 3 tetramethyl butane. Okay, this is the product and this is the minor product. Will tell you why it is minor product. Okay, now here dry ether should be there. Actually tertiary alkyl halide, this is tertiary alkyl halide. Just see these CH3 group, they are known for plus I effect, so they will push electron towards this carbon atom. Okay, so now between C and Br, earlier only it was polar bond. Now due to the presence of 3 alkyl group, polarity will increase. So this bond will be broken from here easily. Okay, so now when it is broken from here easily, then 3 degree carbocation will be formed. Okay, so actually see what is the another way, means why this will become minor product. Actually major product will be the alkene. See how, C here what is there, CH3, here also CH3, here also CH3, here what is there, Br, here what is there, 2 sodium, plus here what is there, Br, here C, here CH3, here CH3, here CH3. Okay, now try to understand here. Actually both molecules is not required, only write one molecules. Okay, this will undergo dehydrohalogenation. It will undergo dehydrohalogenation. Now you will tell, sir, you told that dehydrohalogenation takes place in presence of alcoholic KOH. So what is alcoholic KOH? Alcoholic KOH is nothing but basic substance, and metal is also here base only. Okay, just a minute. So I was explaining that this tertiary alkyl bromide will undergo dehydrohalogenation. What would be there? Dehydrohalogenation. Now you can raise question, sir, you told that dehydrohalogenation can be taken place in presence of alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH. So alcoholic KOH is what? It is basic substance, and sodium is metal, and metal is also basic only. Okay, so doesn't make much difference. Only the thing is alcoholic KOH is very strong base, and metal that is also base, but as compared to this one their strength is less. Okay, so this will undergo dehydrohalogenation. Then what would be there? Now one proton, one H will come out. So now here what is there? CH3C, here CH3, double bond CH2. I am removing one proton from here, plus here what would be there? What would be there? Here write H plus here this Br negative. Now Na which was there, you can write here Na, no problem at all. So this will be NaBr. Right here NaBr. Okay. Now what about this one H? This H. Now try to understand. This reaction is taking place in presence of dry ether. So it will be present in the solvent in dry ether. Okay. So now what is this product? This is 1 2 3 2 methyl propene. 2 methyl propene. Okay. So this will be the major product. What is this one? Major product. So why this will be the measure? Just see. When this bond gets broken, what kind of carbocation will be generated? 3 degree carbocation. And what is the order of stability of carbocation? 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree. Okay, this is the stability of order of stability of carbocation. Order of stability of carbocation. Okay, same is the order of stability of free radical also. 3, 2, 1. This is the order of stability of free radical also. Just remember this one. Okay, only the order of stability of carboanion is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so over this one, that is why we avoid to make tertiary alkane with the help of Wood's reaction. So I hope that you have got. These are the two problems. One more type of reaction of alkyl halide is there, that is reduction of RX, reduction of alkyl halide. So reduction of alkyl halide takes place in presence of reducing agent. What are the reducing agent? Lithium aluminium hydride, sodium borohydride, zinc /SCl, and reduction product of alkyl halide is alkane. Just take one alkyl halide, CH3Br plus what is there? Take here 2 nascent hydrogen. This nascent hydrogen may come from lithium aluminium hydride. This is reducing agent. So just see, one H will be here. So this is CH3H plus HBr. Okay, you can take another one alkyl halide, CH3CH2Br plus 2H only, and this is in presence of sodium borohydride. So what is the product here? CH3 plus HBr. What is this one? This is methane. What is this one? Ethane. So what is the reduction product of alkyl halide? Alkane. Okay, one more reaction is there, that is rearrangement reaction. Rearrangement reaction of RX, alkyl halide. So in rearrangement, what is there? I think you are understanding the meaning of rearrangement. Okay, within the molecules only, what is there? Replacement is there. In place of one atom or group of atom, other atom or group of atom will come. Just see. Take the example. Just see. CH3 CH2 CH2 CH2. This is Cl. Okay, and here what is there? Just always rearrangement takes place in presence of aluminium AlCl3, and temperature is 573 Kelvin. So what is the product here? Just see. Right now this is 1 chlorobutane. Okay, now just see. This is 1 degree alkyl halide. What is this one? 1 degree alkyl halide. If one H is shifted from here to here, and Cl is shifted here, then you will get the 2 chloro. What you will get? 2 chlorobutane. Just see here. CH3 CH2, here CH, here CH3, and here Cl. Okay, so this is 1 chlorobutane. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2 chlorobutane. And now just see, in terms of carbocation also we can explain. See, if Cl, this bond gets broken, then 1 degree carbocation will be generated. Okay, correct or not? So stability of 1 degree carbocation is less. If this bond is broken from here, then 2 degree carbocation will be generated. So 2 degree carbocation is more stable than 1 degree carbocation. So the purpose of rearrangement reaction is from less stable compound to get more stable compound. So this is more stable than that of this one. and rearrangement reaction takes place in presence of AlCl3 and temperature must be this much only. Okay, you can write some other examples also. Just see, suppose this is the compound CH3 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 CH3, here CH2Cl is there. This is also 1 degree if this bond is broken from here, then 1 degree carbocation will be generated. Now same condition here, right? AlCl3 573 Kelvin temperature. Okay, now just see, if this here, what is there? Hydride shift is there. One hydrogen is shifting from here to here and Cl is shifting here to here. Here what you have to do? Here what you have to do? Here methyl shift is there. Shift this one here to here and Cl here to here. Okay, so what is the product here? CH3, here what is there? C, here also CH3, here what is there? Cl, here also CH3. Okay, so just see, sorry, CH2CH3 CH2CH3. Okay, check here, CH3 you are shifting here and now Cl you are shifting here. Just check. So here 1 degree carbocation, here if this bond is broken, then 3 degree carbocation will be generated. Now name will change. What is the name of this one? 1 2 3. So 1 chloro 2 methyl propane. Okay, and here what is there? 1 2 3 4. So this is 2 chloro 2 methyl butane, 2 chloro 2 methyl butane. Okay, so this is the rearrangement. In this way this is completely finished. Now means alkyl halide is completely finished. Now before starting the haloarenes or aryl halide, I have promised you that will tell you the means RS system and EZ system, CIP rule. Okay, so today we'll tell that one. Okay, so just see, I will teach in very short this CIP rule, isn't it? Now no question will come in the examination as far as CIP rule is concerned, but if you will understand this one, then your understanding regarding the optical isomerism will increase. So CIP rule means, CIP is the name of 3 scientists, Cons, Ingold, Prelog. Okay, this is the name of scientist, and they proposed rule which is based on priority order. That is why it is known as priority rule. CIP rule is classified into 2 categories, EZ rule and RS rule. Okay, E, this is German word. Okay, Entgegen. Okay, meaning of this one is opposite. Z means Jusamen. Jusamen means together. Okay, and EZ rule is applicable for geometrical isomer or cis trans isomer. RS rule, this is also known as absolute configuration rule. Okay, R means, this is Latin word, RS. R means rectus means right. S means sinister, the meaning of this one is left or anti-clockwise, and this is applicable for optical isomer. Okay, this is applicable for optical isomer. So first I will teach you EZ rule, that is for geometrical isomer. Okay, so just see EZ rule. Okay, what are the condition for geometrical isomer? Number 1, carbon must have double bond, at least one double bond, one thing. Second one thing, each double bonded carbon atom must have 2 different groups. Okay, so now here these are the 2 carbon atom. Okay, so first one is in EZ rule, each double bonded carbon atom, okay, each double bonded carbon atoms group must be numbered, should be given priority on the basis of their atomic number. Whose atomic number is more, that will have the highest priority, okay, that will have the top priority, okay. Out of F and Cl, whose atomic number is more? Cl. So Cl is first, okay, and F is second, okay, no problem. This priority is based on atomic number. Now this side also same thing should be happened. Now this is 1, iodine is atomic number is more, then Br second, okay. Now just see, this is the condition. Now after assigning the number of both carbon atoms bonded group, let us see whether the top priority groups are present on the same side or same plane, or they are present in opposite plane. So just see, in these molecules, this carbon priority top priority group is Cl, and this carbon top priority group is iodine, and both are present in the opposite plane. So E means antigen, it means this is E isomer, and E isomer is only trans isomer, correct, trans isomer. Now just see, this can be written like that also, this compound, there is no difference in the name, IUPAC name. You can write I this side or Br this side, that doesn't matter in IUPAC. Now let us change this one, put here I this side and here Br, and here let it be same F and Cl. Do for this one also same thing. So now Cl is here 1 and F is here 2, this side I is first and Br is second, okay. So now here top priority groups are present on the same side or same plane. So this will be Z isomer, or this is cis isomer. What is this one? Cis isomer. So now what is the rule now here? Same thing here also you can do. Now just see. We'll write here. Rule is this one. If top priority group is present on same side or same plane of both double bonded carbon atom, then it is E isomer, okay. First point, opposite of this one is if top priority group is present in same side means Z isomer, here write Z isomer, is present on opposite side or opposite plane of both double bonded carbon atom, then it is called E isomer. Okay, now just see here top priority group, they are present on the same plane, Okay, here top priority groups are present in the opposite plane. So this is E isomer or trans isomer, this is Z or cis isomer. Let us do this example also. Just see, first select this carbon atom. Here what is there? C is there, and here also C is there. Okay, so now this rule, EZ rule or CIP rule, is based on first point difference rule. Okay, so now with the help of carbon we can't decide, because here also carbon is there, here also carbon is there. Then let us go for the second atom. So now in CH3 what is there? CHH is there, H is there, 3 CHH. And in C2H5 what is there? C2H5, C is there, then further C is there, then hydrogen is there. Okay or not? So just see, first point rule. See, are you getting my point or not? 5 times hydrogen you have to write, H, 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 H and H. Here what is there? C, H, H, H in CH3. Here C, C, H, 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 H 5 times. Okay, yes. Now just see, first atom is carbon, here also first atom is carbon, so we can't decide here. Now here second atom is hydrogen, but here second atom is carbon. Okay, so that is the first point difference rule. Here C2H5 will get the priority first. Now this will be the second. Here just see, oxygen, okay, and hydrogen, whose atomic number is more? Who's that? Oxygen. So this is the first, this is the second. Now here top priority groups are present on the same side. So this is Z, Z isomer. What is this one? Z isomer, or this is also known as trans isomer. Now same, just change the position. This side write only one carbon atom, only one carbon atom's bonded groups should be change their position, should be change their position, others should not be changed. OH, this side H, here what is there? C2H5, and here what is there? CH3. Okay, so here what is there? Here this is the first group, this is the second group, here this is the first group, here this is the second group. Okay, so now what should be there? Here top priority groups are, on what basis we are numbering, you know or not? On the basis of atomic number of atoms. Okay, atomic number of atom which is bonded with double bonded carbon atom. Okay, so now here what is there? Top priority groups are present, this is and this one, they are present in the opposite plane. So this is E, E means opposite, E means opposite. So what would be there now? This is E isomer. What is this one? E isomer. E means trans, this is cis. So this is the EZ rule for geometrical isomer. Now next one is RS rule. Okay, RS rule is also, first rule is this one only, priority order rule. What is that one? Priority. You should also number the groups around the chiral carbon atom. Okay, okay, so now RS rule. Okay, rectus sinister rule. This is for optical isomer, optical isomer. Okay, DL isomer, dextrorotatory and levorotatory. First begin with the simple example. Okay, this is the compound where this carbon atom is chiral carbon atom. So here also first assign the priority according to the atomic number of atom which is bonded with chiral carbon atom. Okay, so C2H5 can be written CH2 CH3, CH2 CH3. Okay, so here O is bonded. What is bonded? O. Okay, and here carbon, here also carbon, here hydrogen. So which should get the priority? Top priority. The atomic number of oxygen is more, so this is the top priority group 1. And now which will be the second? This can also be second, this can also be second, because both carbon atom is here. So now we should get the priority. First point difference rule. The first atom is carbon only, but here second atom is hydrogen, and here second atom is CH2 CH3 can be written like that. Just see, CH. Now this carbon atom is bonded with the chiral carbon atom. Okay, so CH2 CH3 can be written like that. H, H and H. Okay, this is chiral carbon atom. This side H and this side CH3, this side OH is there. This is chiral carbon atom. Okay, so just try to understand, the first atom is also carbon, here also carbon, then first atom can't decide. Second atom is here hydrogen, but here second atom is carbon only. Just see here, here CH3 is CHH and C2H5 is CCHH, correct or not? So this will get the priority. First point difference rule. Just see, after C what is there? After C, here in CH3, after C HH is there, but here after C another carbon atom is there. So this will get the priority, second. And now this will be third, and hydrogen atomic number is least, so this is the fourth one. Okay, so what is the order of priority? Order of priority is order of priority. Order of priority. Order of priority is OH, then what is there? C2H5, then CH3 and H. Okay, no problem at all. Now see here, this should be made in tetrahedral form. So tetrahedral form is this one. This, now one is the bond projecting away from viewers dash wedge, another one is the bond projecting towards the viewer or above the plane of paper, and one is, this is the normal. This is tetrahedral geometry. Just see, at the top who should be there? Who should be there? Which is having the top priority. So here OH. Always remember, at dash wedged who should be present? Which have got the least priority? Hydrogen. Okay, now just see, here solid wedge should be bonded the group which has got second priority, which has got the second priority. Okay, so who has got the second priority? C2H5. Okay, now which has got the third priority? Now here this should be written. Okay, over. Now tetrahedral geometry is ready. Now just see, number it. This is 1, already you have numbered 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Always remember, this dash wedge is below the plane of paper. This is below the plane of paper. On plane only 1, 2, 3 will be there. Okay, now just see, rotate this one. How you will rotate? Just see, you should rotate, just view this one. So you will rotate like that. Rotation should be like that. 1, order of rotation. Order of rotation. Order of rotation. 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Okay, 3 to 4. Okay, so now we have made in the tetrahedral form. Now this is the order of rotation or for tracing the path. Now just see, now their rotation would be like that, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you will tell, sir, how? Sir, you could have gone for like that. Just see, this is dash wedged, this is away from viewers or below the plane of paper. Okay, so this can be omitted while order of rotation, while doing the rotation, or this can be told as for tracing the path, for tracing the path. Okay, so this is always omitted. Why? Because this is below the plane of paper or away from viewers. So now order of rotation is 1, 2, 3. Now suppose you are doing like that, then what is there? Where 2 is there? After 1, 3 will come. So you should not do like that. Okay. So now what kind of rotation this one? This is clockwise or anti-clockwise? This is anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise or counter-clockwise. Counter-clockwise. Clockwise. So this is counter-clockwise, or you can write here S. What is there? S. This is S isomer. Left hand side rotation is there. Now try to understand here. Now this side I am rubbing. Just a minute. Now whenever we are making their isomer, so which two positions are changed? This will go this side and this will come this side. Correct or not? Okay. Mirror view. If mirror view is formed or mirror image is formed, so CS, now this and this bond is static. They will not change. Only their priority group 4th and 3rd position will change. So now just see here. See, let it be OH only, and here what is there? This would be like that. This is solid wedge. What is this one? Solid wedge. This is C2H5. And here what is there? Now this will go this side. H. And now here what is there? CH3. Now again you number it. This would be 1. Okay. This will be 2 only. This will be 3 only. And this will be 4. And now just see what I told. Only you have to omit. You have to ignore the lowest priority group. Why? Because lowest priority group is away from the viewers, below the plane of paper. So now this time what is there? 1, 2, 3. What kind of rotation this one? This is clockwise rotation. Clockwise. Clockwise. So clockwise means R. R means rectus. Rectus means right hand side. So this is clockwise rotation. So this R will become D and S will become L isomer. So I hope that you have got this one. Understood or not? Just remember this one. 4th one can be omitted. But one sequence should not be omitted for 1, 2, 3. 4 can be omitted. Okay, so this is the, for this one the order of rotation is 1, 2, 3. For here also order of rotation is 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll take one more example. Okay, better not to take because we have already exceeded the time limit. Okay, now video is becoming very lengthy. Just see this side. Okay, so now other example in the same way please do, because now in this way we can't complete the syllabus also. So just little bit idea I have given you. Remaining thing please you do. Okay, tomorrow onwards we'll start the haloarenes. Thank you.